But thank you.
You need to start recording at a fucking podcast.
What's
at
that?
A podcast. I'm sorry, at a Starbucks. You need to start
I know.
podcasting at a Starbucks.
Just be that lone crazy guy laughing at my computer the whole time.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Sir, we don't allow alcoholic beverages here at this Starbucks location.
Okay, it's just a little Bailey's, man. Just a little Bailey's.
Little Bailey's.
It goes good with coffee.
That does sound good, actually. I would definitely do that. Like, let me get a nitro and then just put a little Bailey's in there.
Oh, you've had the coffee now at Costco, right? At least once.
Yes, yeah, that like sweet like blended cold brew, right?
The slushy one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you best believe I've already put Bailey's in one of those.
Really?
It's a good combo.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
I think we might have talked about it on the show, but yeah, the one time I did try it, I was surprised at how strong it was. I thought it was going to be like kind of like candy, but no, it was pretty bomb. It was bomb.
It's pretty, yeah. It'll definitely put a pep on your step. It's, you know, either that or it's the sugar, either the caffeine or the diabetes. So it's one of the two.
Take your pick, whatever makes you feel better, but just know you're going to get the same outcome: death. Immediate, cold, swift death.
I'm going to give you some of the best advice I've ever heard in my life. If you eat healthy, you drink a lot of water, you work out, you're not so stressed, you will eventually die. But that happens.
Right? You may still get cancer. Jesus.
Oh my God, clip that out. That's my words of wisdom.
Yeah, right. There we go. Just paste it to the end of the episode now. You're spitting all the facts right now so early. You're blowing your load right quick.
Do you want to know why? It's because I have not celebrated 420 yet.
The
present.
Gotcha. Your mind has not had a chance to slow down and rest yet. Okay, I feel that.
No,
for sure.
It's quick. It's quick on its feet. Ready? You ready? Oh yeah.
What are we having on today's episode, my
Oh
sir?
my God. This sounds like homeless man asking for money on the street.
Oh, my favorite.
Yeah.
What does it sound like? That's the real question. Oh, I think I heard a lick. Oh yeah, no, yeah, we can all hear it.
Yeah, that's the noise. That's the noise.
I might need to bump the audio slightly, but no, I definitely got it in my ear, and it did not sound great.
You ready? Ready? For the viewers.
Oh, okay. Not enjoying this.
Yeah,
no.
There
it is. more quality footage like this, and on future and past episodes of Beer Belly. So enjoy yourselves, everyone. This is the quality that we've stooped to.
Whatever gets the listen/views.
Happy 420, everybody. Since it is kind of our 420 episode, we are going to be having, sir. Why don't you show the camera? Go ahead. Show the beautiful.
Yeah.
And tell them
I'm gonna go
if
ahead
they're
and
not watching on Spotify.
Let me turn off my beauty light.
Okay,
off my beauty light really quick. Just so we can really see this bad boy.
There we go. We'll get the can version right here as well. Got a little side-by-side action. I will admit, I am jealous of your bottle, though, for sure.
You should be. I am packing bigger than you are, but it happens.
Absolutely. Oh, no, I'm very jealous.
Yeah.
We are having the Stone Enjoy by 420 22 Hazy IPA. So here's to enjoying this right now. I'm going to take a clean little sippy, and I'll pour a little bit in a glass for you guys to be able to see the coloring. Right. First off. Yep. Ooh. Not overly hazy, I feel, which is nice.
No.
Like I'm getting a little bit at the end, but this is a solid, like true double IPA. Or are these considered Imperials?
I think these are double.
Okay. They definitely are double the potency, like about 9% even or so. But yeah, goddamn, that is good. Oh
yeah.
Ooh,
I'm probably good. And it's not even because of the holiday. Yeah, I call it a holiday. I definitely think this is probably like top 2 enjoy buys.
Oh, easily, by far and away.
Oh, It's
by far.
It's really smooth. I remember it may have been the New Year's one. The last one we had and we did on Beer Belly was not that good. It was different. Not for me.
It was different. I mean, it's going to give you the potency you're looking for and some nice flavor. But yeah, agreed. It wasn't like the optimal one. I'm trying to think though. I mean, the Christmas one is never bad. I mean, they're all never really bad. It's just some are noticeably are
better than
preferred flavor than others. But this is what the bad boy looks like in color vision. For all of you watching on Spotify or YouTube possibly as well. There you go. That's a nice little golden, thick, yet brownish boy. I'm loving it. Yeah, nice, thick little head.
Looks good.
It's a nice little chody beer.
I'm curious to know how many ounces is that can? Is it 8 or is it?
It's got to be 12.
I think it is.
It's got to be typically 12 fluid ounces. We're good to go.
12.
Got a nice little even 9%, if you will. Even odd.
I feel
9%.
Like we've done this. I know we've done this more than enough times, but because of 420, I don't remember. How many ounces is 1 pint?
16.
Wow. So this is 22 ounces.
There you go.
So one pint and 6 ounces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're well supplied, sir.
Yeah.
You're well supplied. You bastard.
So, it's like your 2 cans equals out to a little bit more than mine, right?
Yeah, about 2 ounces more.
If my math is correct.
Being the professorial gentleman you are, of course. Don't worry, I'll definitely go back for a second can because I'm already flying through this one. It's a nice steamy day in Southern California, and Papa needs some refrefreshment. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, there we go. So
that was a nice little airy boy, but I needed it. Yes, sir.
Because it's the holiday.
Mm-hmm. That keeps on giving.
Tell me what is your favorite stoner story about yourself? Obviously anybody can be involved.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's a great question. And I'm going to get technical for a moment and just say, I feel like I would need someone else that was there. I would need their perspective. Because if I'm talking about me being high on the marijuana, I might not remember all of it.
Yeah. The ganj.
The ganj. The devil's latuche.
Makes it good.
I'm trying to think.
Jazz salad.
Man. That jazz salad. That's right. Oh my God. I'm gonna say, God dang, the last time I really plucked the green from the garden and had a great story to tell about it. There was one time, a long time ago, where an old friend of mine, we were getting high after school one time. I think this must have been senior year of high school or something like that. Kids don't smoke weed if you're under 18 or under 21, whatever the legal smoking age is in your territory. If it's even legal at all.
21 for recreational. Well, in California at least, it's 21.
It's always recreational.
Anything
it's just a matter of how 18. Legal it is.
Well, 18 to 20, you need a recommendation. So you actually
okay. Gotcha. I did get a rec, if you know what I'm saying. But let's see here. I would say we just had a really, really dumb idea. My buddy and I. He had a lifted Ford F-150 at the time, and we were just smoking on this little cul-de-sac, not too far from school, and this is just so dumb and immature, but I was just thinking, it was trash day for this cul-de-sac that we were on. And so everyone had their tall trash cans out, and it looked like they were already taken out, which is the good part. But I was like, what if you just bumped over their trash cans right now with your truck? And we were blitzed out of our schools, of course. And so my buddy Blade, shout out to Blade, love you, rest in peace, sir. We just nicely love tapped it and just toppled them over. We did that on a nice little tradition. that just became a nice light ruckus tradition that we had. If we get high in his truck, we would just knock over the occasional big trash can bin.
Y'all pieces of shit. Rest in peace, Blade. But y'all pieces of shit.
Oh, he's looking down on us right now and agreeing. he is definitely looking down on us and be like, "Yep, we were pieces of shit." He's getting high with Jesus right now, though, as we speak.
This wasn't going to be my story, but this is a notable mention. I'll never forget.
Oh boy!
When I went to your pad. And I want to say we were playing Super Nintendo. Blade was there. It was you, Blade, and myself. And, you know, I like the occasional ganj. And
who done?
He was like, "You want some hash?" And at that point in my life, I had no idea what hash was. I was like,
"You can smoke it?
Okay.
I'll try
it." I got these drugs, man. But I can't take them. I'll take them. And I remember smoking that and then not remembering. Yeah.
That's a good notable mention. A nice honorable one for sure.
Yeah. I will never forget that. When he was like, this was before I knew about the world of concentrates. You know, I thought it was just the plant.
I thought it was just orange juice.
No idea. Oh my god! Woo! That was an experience. Without
very nice. Took you for a loopy ride. How about you? How about yourself, sir?
God, I just have too many stories. I think honestly, my favorite one, and I was involved in it, but it's definitely with you and the edible. I want to say that's probably
God damn it
the funniest story I have. So. This was at the time where AJ and I were into lifting weights, and we were totally looking good at that time.
Religiously lifting, yeah.
That was nice.
Like 4 days a week.
Good times.
Mostly, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're on it. We're on a nice schedule. And
4 days on, 3 days off.
AJ was like, I can't remember why I was talking about edibles, but I remember AJ just saying, they don't do anything. I've had them. They don't do anything. I
had like multiple times.
You just haven't had the... You have not had the right ones, my friend. You were given regular cookies.
Disguised. So I was labeled as such.
I was like, you want to have a good time? And you were like, yeah, let's do it. So we drove to the pot shop. And back then, this was even before I realized about milligrams. I just thought a whole cookie, let's just fucking go ham. Yeah, that cookie was probably 1,000 milligrams.
I wonder.
No, it was 500. It was 500 milligrams.
I don't doubt.
We went halvesies on it. And AJ got his haircut. He was panicking about the haircut. He's like, I don't want to get my haircut. I'm too high. I don't know.
I can't do this right now.
I don't know what she's going to think. I can't do it right now. I was like, don't worry, AJ. I got this. I'll do all the talking. God, I was so high. And
you did barely any of the talking. If memory serves right.
And I told AJ it was going to take like 2 hours. Yeah, not for AJ.
That 2 hours to like kick in my ass. About like 40 seconds it took to kick in. Ridiculous.
You felt it.
It was real. So, it became very real very quickly.
After you got that haircut, we went back to my parents' pad and we passed out. We did nothing. We passed out until my mom said, "Do you guys want food?" We got right up.
We came back from the dead.
All of the food. And then we went right back to the dead. Oh my god!
To make love.
I had to leave to work at 5:30 in the morning. So I wake AJ up. I'm like, hey, I gotta go. And you're like, I can't drive. I'm too high. I'm gonna just sleep in the car. No, don't do that. I could call the cops on you.
There's a homeless man sleeping in the car
on drugs.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that AJ woke up high. That's how much pot you had, and you said you felt it until like 9 a.m., right?
No. I felt it until like 6 p.m. that next day because I had a date with Sin, an early date with Sin. Like that was like in the beginning of us getting to know each other still, and I was high as a kite leading up to like an hour before we met up, before I picked her up to go out. God damn it. That was ridiculous. I was ridiculously high. Like my epidermis was cold. not the inside of my body, but just simply the most outer layer of my skin had like the slightest chill to it. I remember just every time my friend Lauren was cutting my hair that day, I just heard in slow motion, like snipped right by my freaking sideburns by my ears. I was like, oh my God, she's going to cut my ear off. She's going to cut my ear off. This is going to be like Sweeney Todd shit right now. But yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. Dead.
Yep. Death. Yep.
So, that was definitely the highest I think I've ever been in my life, for sure. It's got to be.
One of mine too. Edibles just hit different, man. They hit when they hit. If you don't do it right, is what I should say.
Sure.
You can definitely get sick.
You can definitely do it wrong by assuming that it's not going to work and trying to fix the problem early. That's one way you're not doing it right. That's what, like, you know what? Oh, this shit's like 500 milligrams, but I'm not feeling it yet. You know what? Let's get high.
Let's get high.
Yep. Let's get drunk and make it and see if it helps it along. No, it's going to exponentially like multiply that bitch for sure. Like, okay, to give perspective for my ass in that situation in particular. So as John mentioned, that cookie estimated probably about 500 milligrams. Nowadays, if I occasionally have an edible, it's more like 5 milligrams. So a minuscule fraction of what the fuck I had that day, of what you poisoned me with. I was drugged.
I didn't poison you with shit. You went into the store with me. No, you didn't. You didn't have.
I waited in the parking lot. I did not have a record.
You gave me the okay. You said you were down.
I did give you my consent until I met the devil.
That's me, by the way.
It felt like it. I was in like this chariot from hell, riding down like this windy canyon with you after we went to that shop. I was obliteratedly high.
That'll happen. There's only like been maybe one time in my life where I fell asleep high and woke up high like you. And coincidentally, it was that situation you were there where I had an edible. I could not tell you how strong it was. My parents were out in Las Vegas. Everybody was. I think it was just you and I.
Yeah, it was just you and me hanging. You invited me over?
Yeah, everybody was gone. And I decided to eat the edible. It had been a good 45 to an hour, and I didn't feel anything. So, how do you fix that problem? When you're not high, how do you fix that problem, AJ?
You get more high. Absolutely. That's the only way.
Exactly. So I kept smoking away. Just why not? And why not? And we started eating pizza.
I forgot about that.
I didn't. I'll never forget that. And we ate like king. And when I was done eating like a king, I was poisoned by one of my disciples, AJ, because I started to throw up terribly.
Violently.
Terribly throw up. Violently. I remember throwing up a whole chunk of pizza. Like, I felt like I didn't even chew.
You're going to get everyone sick.
I swallowed it like a duck.
Get everyone sick. Jump ahead 5 seconds, 10 seconds, get out of here. Oh, dear Lord.
Right in. And then, like, when that hit, I just remember, you know what I remember? Here we go. Tune this out.
Trigger warning, everybody.
I remember
Go ahead.
I remember having the pizza that I regurgitated. I didn't throw it up, and I did, but it didn't come all the way. It got stuck at the roof of my mouth, and I got so grossed out, it made me throw up more.
Well, you just did the same thing to everyone who's driving on the street right now, so you might be responsible for about 10 accidents on a freeway, just so you know.
I will never forget that. I think you left. I think you ended up going home at like midnight.
At one point, yeah, you were like doing your business. You're like, I'm sorry, sir. Into this trash can. And I was like, oh, poor guy. This poor guy.
Yeah. And the following day, I had work at 6 a.m. So I left at 5:30, and my boss shows up at like 8 a.m. and she looks at me. And this is a really cool job, so they didn't care. She was like, "Are you high?" And I was like, "Oh my god, yes." And then I told her the situation. Us Molinas are so bad. Right beforehand, my sister, a few weeks before that, she actually gave my boss an edible because she wanted to try it, and she said she was high for about 2 days.
Oh my god!
That she would never do it again. So she was laughing because she was able to relate. But man, that was probably peak high for me.
Sure. Well, I mean, you had smoked wanting it to kick in, the actual edible to kick in. So, like I said earlier, I'm sure it only made that happen exponentially. So at that point, Jesus, you were immeasurably high. You poor bastard.
I cannot even. Well, you would know. You kind of witnessed it all happen.
Oh, it went down.
Yeah.
You poor guy. All right. Well, on that note, let me grab my second beer real quick, and I'll be right back if you don't mind. Hold your thought.
Okay, I'm gonna tinkle.
Okay, sounds good. We'll both be right back.
So what I was about to say before you paused it.
What were you about to say?
Beware the edibles.
Yeah, man, you're spitting all the facts
today.
All I
gotta say.
All the facts.
Beware the edibles. By the time we get to the words of wisdom, I'm not gonna know shit to say. So I don't know if I've ever showed you this. I'm kind of curious to know what you think. But have you ever seen the way I have my mic set up?
I mean, I guess so. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Looks like a golf club.
Yeah, so it's kind of, like right at my face.
Yeah, it's like right up in there.
I like it.
That's cool. That's a smart man. I like that.
Oh yeah, that's smooth jazz cabbage because it's 420.
Cabbage, smooth jazz cabbage. I like that. Oh yeah.
Okay. Follow up question.
Okay.
I know you're not as versed as you used to be, but do you or did you have a favorite strand? Wait. Let me add on top of that. Let me layer it. Indica or sativa or hybrid? What's your choice? You walk into a shop. There's a John there. What's up? What do you want? Tell me.
It's a great question. Probably nowadays an indica. I'll take an indica, sir. Thank you. Like something nice to chill on. You know what? Is Blue Dream a sativa?
Yes. Blue Dream is a sativa.
Or is it a hybrid? I forget. It's a sativa.
You know what? Why would Blue Dream be called a sativa if it's talking about dream? Blue Dream.
Well, that would make sense because sativa's a head high. Blue dreams, your mind. We solved the puzzle, everybody. Welcome to Beer Belly.
Oh, okay. It's a hybrid.
What is a hybrid? Okay. Gotcha. Well,
60% sativa.
Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, I'm not totally opposed to that, but I think nowadays I'd prefer more of like a nice like 90-10, 90 indica, 10% sativa if I was going to do it. I don't know if they're able to get it that precise, but then again, with today's technology, maybe so. But I don't know. I think I'd prefer an indica, something to chill me out as opposed to accelerate my already dumb brain that just, I don't know. My brain is so bipolar. It's either gonna run at like 1,000 miles per hour or it's gonna slow to a halt. It's if I can just have something that'll maintain one pace, then I could do that. That's called ADHD, undiagnosed, AJ.
And you know what'll fix that? Getting high.
Getting high. I think that I would go for that. You know what? I remember liking back in the day though. Grape Ape was fun. I remember liking that.
Grape Ape.
I don't remember what it was though.
And I'm gonna Google it. Grape.
There you go. I just remember back in the day, my friends and I they liked, I should say, sativa or hybrids, and so that's what I would do. They didn't. We were young and crazy and energetic, so then I think that's why they wanted sativa all the time, just to accelerate it more. But nowadays, my brain is already thinking of too many things at once to where I could barely verbalize what I want. So I think it's good that I just take it easy with an indie. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, from memory, I've always kind of been indica. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure when I was younger, like the days where Blake gave me hash and I thought he was giving me something hard. Yeah. Yeah.
Indica it is.
I totally forgot what I was gonna say. 420. Shit.
The vibes are hitting hard right now.
I'm pretty sober.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Indica has always been my thing, and I don't feel like it slows me down like most people. I think I operate pretty well off of indica, but yes, indica has always been my favorite. Favorite strand though. Favorite strand. I've always been a fan of biscotti, and I've always been a fan of SFG.
Biscotti, isn't that like a cookie company or something like that, or chocolate?
Cookie? Yeah, it is. It's also a pot strand.
That's awesome.
And Skywalker. I'm pretty sure Skywalker is indica.
I do remember Skywalker back in the day. I do remember that. That's funny. That was one thing I always appreciated, is the names that my friends that had rec cards would come back with, like, oh, what'd you guys get this time? Oh, something called Grape Ape, or
Skywalker.
Skywalker, Sour Diesel, Super Sour Diesel, some sort of fusion. That was always a fun one too. Whenever they'd like a pot shop would have fusions of two strains together, that was always cool.
That's called a hybrid, AJ.
I'm just saying, it was always fun.
Oh my god!
Like it was at Disneyland.
Was I the first person? Was I the first person that you went into a pot shop with?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, most definitely.
Because you never had a rec.
No, never did. No, I didn't.
The rec.
Yeah, I never really wanted it or needed it. I had two friends that had one, so I was like, oh, I don't know. I mean, it seemed like the idea of going inside seemed fun, but I just never took the time to. I don't know. I think I didn't want that on my record.
Every once in a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Definitely sounds like sex every once in a while. Thought about going in. I didn't want it on my record.
Yeah, exactly.
do I really want to do it with this two?
Right, like I know it'll work out and everything like that, but do I really want that? Do I want that to stain my track record? I don't know.
Yeah, I shoot for 7s and above. Unless I'm desperate, then it's 5s.
Jesus Christ. Sure, you're a 4.5. Aim high.
Aim high. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
You're merely a 3.2. Aim high. Swing for the fences, Meryl.
Do you know who my hero is? Forrest Gump. If he can do anything, I can do anything.
I kept running. Absolutely. He never stopped.
For that 10.
If Forrest Gump can get it, you can too. Easy motto to live by.
Yeah. You can. So here's another question. I don't know if I've ever asked you this, but
go for it.
How many times have you done like wax?
Oh, maybe cumulatively 3 to 5 times tops, if I had to guess.
Oh wow, I feel like only once with me, so I wonder what all the other times were with.
There was probably 2 times with you. Definitely a few times with Blade. Definitely, because I know Blade and Lauren and Jeff got into it for a while. So definitely a couple times with them. And I think my first time might have been with either you or Blade, if not at the same time. But there was that one time at the pot shop where I had that hit of wax. Is that what you're thinking of?
That's the only time I remember.
They were so persuasive about it too.
Do you remember?
They were so giving about it. They were like, "Come on, like go for it, man. It's free. You might as well." I'm like, "I don't really need to get that high. I'm okay. Like maybe just give me a pre-roll and I'm good to go." They're like, "You can have the pre-roll and hit the wax. Go for it. It'd be a waste of you not to do it." And then John's like, "Yeah, go for it. Have a ride." I had a ride. It was crazy. I mean, it was chill. They were nice. I think they lit it for me too. I don't remember, but they had like it all.
You don't remember it? Okay. I have to ask. Do you remember what day it was that we had it?
It was our first time having Pliny the Younger.
Okay, I'm glad you remember that. So yes, the way it worked is if you spent more than I believe it was $45, which I did, and so did our guest. Voldemort, the name that we shall not mention.
And Professor McGonagall, of course. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. It was just the elimination. Three of us. It was you, myself, and Voldemort. And it was like $45 and you get a free hit of dab hit. And yes, the name we shall not speak of. And
so bad. All the love, but all the laughter too, for sure. All the love, but all the laughter. Go on.
Oh,
this is on the inside of our friendship right now that we're letting you guys in on. But go ahead, sir.
Yeah, you spend $45. You got to spin the wheel, and you got a free dab hit. And if you wanted more dab hits, it was like $5. So I bought what
That's
I
not
bought.
bad.
You took the dab hit. I spent. No, it was super good. Also, that place is closed down. And
it explains it. They were so giving.
No, they got raided a few times. A few times. The crazy thing was I drove past it, I think last week. I live pretty not very close to it, but close enough. But I never really hit that street. And this time we did. I was like, oh my God, there it is. And
the legend that once was.
Yeah. That's what it was. You bought your stuff, and there was a separate room you can walk in, and in that separate room, if you had a ticket, they light it for you, and
it was a groovy as fuck room.
Down.
Oh yeah,
we partied too hard that day.
Way too hard. We drank a triple IPA, Pliny the Younger, by Russian River Brewing. To anyone not doing their homework outside of the show, who's not keeping up. And then we proceeded to have double IPAs after that, just for comparison's sake and fun. And then afterward, we went to the shop. Was it after the shop or before the shop where we tackled Voldemort to the ground?
It was. We did that before. So we actually went to round 1.
Yes.
What did we do at round 1? I could not tell you. That part of the night, complete blank.
Definitely played a couple fighting games, I think. Maybe. I couldn't tell you how long we hung out there for, though.
I don't think it was too long, but yes, we Ron Weasley, Harry Potter. We saw Voldemort.
You're Harry Potter. Okay, and you're Harry. Okay.
I got the glasses. Oh, it stings.
I have the scar. Go on.
But you're some more gringo than I am. You're closer to a ginger than I am. That's what I meant to say.
Both actors and characters are Caucasian as hell, but I'm the closest to being a ginger.
One is Forsaken. We don't trust gingers. We don't associate with them that kind.
Where does the differentiation lie? Like where's the border? What makes it you're Caucasian and you're soulless? Where does that happen? At what point?
They're pretty close. I would say Voldemort's in the middle. I would say Voldemort's right in the middle. He's the bridge between the two.
The bridge between the two. Yeah, you got nice straight brown hair, bald, and then bushy red ginge. I got you. Okay, fair enough. Shout out to the gingers. If you're a ginger, write into the show. Let us know. Links in the
We love you. One of my favorite podcasters is Andrew Santino, and like his intro song is about gingers.
I haven't even heard that before. That's funny.
Yeah, the intro song is really cool. I like his intro song a lot. Whiskey Ginger.
Ginger Day Whiskey. See.
Yeah, that was that's what we did. What did we do? Like you said, maybe play fighting games. I feel like at that time it was fighting game heavy for us.
Sure. Probably played Ultra Street Fighter 4 at round 1 for a couple rounds and then got too drunk and had to leave. I don't know.
And so we went to the pot shop instead of going home.
Dumb.
That was
asses.
So bad. You couldn't drive. I remember I drove. You were like, I can't do it. I was like, that's cool. I got it.
Not the first time something like that's happened.
It's coming.
Hold her in. Oh, there it is. There we go. It sounded like you were crushing an aluminum can for a moment.
Okay, so this is my last 420 related question. This is a nice 420 episode.
Happy 420, everybody.
Here's
Blaze it and send us in pictures or videos of you celebrating 420, please. Again, links to how you can find us in every episode description. Share us your 420 festivities, please. Go on, sir.
Do you think, and yeah, I love saying this to people who are completely against pot but drink alcohol.
Sure.
The hardest thing I've ever done in my life is alcohol. I actually think pot is one of the safest things I've done in my life. So my question to you is, how safe do you think pot is compared to sugar, caffeine, and alcohol? Between those three, where does it fall?
Sugar, caffeine, and alcohol, where does it fall? I will say,
yep.
Man, that's a great
question. Your tier list.
I'm going to say least dangerous to most dangerous. Least dangerous for me anyway, just on my basic biological reactions to each chemical you've listed. I would say sugar's the weakest for me.
Oh, that's my worst.
Say, what's that?
That's my worst. I got
that's
sweet
your worst?
Tooth motherfucker. And
okay, no,
help when I'm high.
I'm definitely not the biggest sweet tooth. I could tell myself no. But I mean, don't get me wrong. Like whenever I walk by like a chocolate shop, my eyes perk up a little bit. Like, oh, what's that over there? But I never actually like take the time to go in. I feel like I could smell my cavity growing in, or like burning a hole through my molars whenever I take the time to sniff inside a chocolate shop. But don't get me wrong. Nice. I love some chocolate. I just rarely partake. But anyway, so sugar for me, and then I would say, oh God. It's almost a toss-up between caffeine and pot. Almost. I'm going to say caffeine is second weakest.
Caffeine.
Only because I've never, like, felt unable to operate a vehicle. And then there was that time, like you mentioned, where...
Hold on. Let me correct you really quick. On our Napa Valley trip, you were sick, and I think that espresso shot that you drank at whatever it was called, the farm or whatever, I think that's what made you, that pushed you over the edge, is what I'll say.
Fair enough. I mean, I could have still driven, and I think I did still drive, but didn't I?
Oh,
I drove still
because you were the only sober one. Yeah, sick but sober.
Sick but sober. Yeah, two different things. But I mean, I also had with you guys a weekend full of fucking drinking irresponsibly and not hydrating well at all. So I think that iced latte that I had just pushed me way over the fucking edge of dehydration. So that, and then pot, and then drinking for sure. Drinking is by far and away the most dangerous chemical out of the four of them in total. Yeah. For me anyway, like it's just you're completely inebriated. You can forget extreme portions of any experience you had, as we've talked about on the show multiple times.
Just to piss off the saints who are listening to this, what's more likely to kill you, marijuana or caffeine?
Oh, I would say caffeine, just due to like heart rate and stress.
So technically, one's a little bit more safer than the other.
I guess so.
Kind of.
I mean, I don't think I ever take caffeine to extremes. I do enjoy my caffeine. Don't get me wrong. I've had like 3.5 cups of coffee myself today, but I would say I've never like too bad on caffeine. If anything, I will say, I'll admit, I do get irritable if I have too much caffeine in my system, for sure. I definitely become irritable.
That was grumpy AJ.
Have you? Damn, off on caffeine?
I mean, how long have I known you? There's probably at some point in our life.
Have I been short with you before? Oh, dang. I'm sorry. I will admit, though, sometimes when I'm just purely exhausted of a weekend of partying, I do become more quiet, for sure. But I think that kind of goes for almost everybody. At some point, it just kind of becomes like, I'm fried. I can do no more.
Whoa, you roboted me.
I know. Oh, I'm sorry about that. You froze on me, but we're in there again. We're back. A dinosaur story.
Cool. Well, I pissed everybody off, and I hope I did. Oh, easy. I mean,
go ahead.
Safest to worst for me.
Yeah.
Caffeine, safest.
Okay.
Pot, safest. Pot.
Caffeine, I was gonna say
Diabetes runs in my family.
It does, but there is insulin.
Chunky. Yeah, that's not good to be on, HB. There's also Alcoholics Anonymous. I mean,
it's an outlet. It's an outlet, all right? It's a resource.
Sugar and alcohol. Alcohol is by far the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Sugar and alcohol is the name of our next EP for sure.
That's the name of this episode, Sugar and Alcohol.
I like it.
And it's a 420 episode. Makes no sense.
Happy 420, everybody. I know, right? So far, we've listed no chemicals that go into marijuana. There has to be strands of marijuana that has like IPA sewn into it, right? Like where they water the plant a little bit with IPA beer. Maybe they soak it a little bit. There's got to be something like that, right?
Everybody's in a pot game now, so maybe. I'm sure there is.
Right? There's got to be. Like a pint of the Elder Kush, something like that. That'd be tight.
Oh, man. That sounds amazing.
I mean, you could just smoke a blunt and then drink a pint of the Elder, which doesn't sound like a bad idea either. I think for me, if I were to do that, though,
I did it.
I would want 2 pint of the Elders and then light up a J and then enjoy a 3rd pint of the Elder and just go to outer space at that point.
Let me check my Palm Pilot. You free right now? I can get you there
right now for that. I'm sure we've talked about it.
I'm free
on the show. Let's go. We're doing the show early anyway. But those Keef dipped J's that you got on our San Luis Obispo / San Francisco trip, those things hit the spot. Like that was like I was whistling Dixie walking on sunshine with those bad boys. That was fun. Especially because we had a buzz prior to, but that was fun. Like it took it to that slight next level, like one little baby step up to where we were just kind of chilling. Smoking, drinking, and chilling.
Smoking, drinking, and chilling. Black Jesus, man. That's such an underrated show. I've never seen season 3, but 1 and 2, especially season 1, so underrated.
That's a very fond memory of our friendship for me, for sure, is watching Black Jesus drinking in your garage.
I made it. No.
Oh, wow. It is happy 420. Oh, yeah. John's getting methy.
Oh,
dear Lord!
All over the beard.
All over the beard. Oh, you still got like a good little glug left to go. Oh, never mind. He's going for it. He took a big chunk. Oh, he's going for it again. Nice. All right. Well, before we head out for the day, again, like mentioned earlier, you can find all of our socials any way you want to contact us or follow us on social media. It's all linked in every episode description. Hit us up. Video versions of the show. In case you're not listening to us on Spotify, you can do audio and video on Spotify, YouTube as well. But again, Instagram, Tickle My Talks, the Twitters. You can hit us up on there as well.
Members.
Exactly. Like Instable Grooms. Of course. Let us know what we should drink next. Send your questions, even if they don't pertain to alcohol necessarily. And again, share all your 420 festivities on any of our socials. DM us, comment, send us videos, send us pictures, what have you. Email us, beerbellypod@gmail.com. But of course, an episode of Beer Belly would not be complete without John's words of wisdom for the week. He's blown his load already, but let's see what else he's got left. If he's got a little left. Go ahead, sir.
Smoke all of the wax tomorrow. Smoke all of the doobies tomorrow. And for the love of God, beware the edibles.
Yes. Beware. Snaps from Mr. John on that one. I think we can all agree there. Very good. Well, have a great one. We will see you next week. Again, send in any of your random questions or comments for us to read in the next episode. We'll catch you then. Goodbye.
Bye. All right.